two quick things that I wanted to bring up. So I know we have a flower garden over by the lake, and I've been there a couple times, and I've noticed it isn't finished. And I think that we need to take a little bit of time, try and get that finished up. It won't take too much time or effort. And apparently some studies show that exposure to nature can help boost people's mood. It's a stress reliever. And it's just a good spot to go out, clear your head, take a break from school. It's not too far away. Additionally, I wanted to bring up other places to study. So I have a class at Trinity River, and I know that Trinity River has a couple of outdoor study spaces, kind of like a patio. And I've noticed here there's not really any outdoor areas where we can go chill, hang out, do some work. I thought that would be a good opportunity to try and set something up, because doing your work outdoors, it's good for the body. You can get vitamin D, and it's just a good spot to change up the scenery, change up your study pace, because I individually cannot stay in one spot for too long. So I enjoy moving around to different places to give my brain a better spot to think. That's pretty much it. If anyone else has any questions, comments, concerns, just let me know. We can hook you up.
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt real quick. Thank you for sharing that feedback. I greatly appreciate that. If you mind, do you think you could put that on? I have this little paper bucket with campus concerns and suggestions, and I think this would be a great idea to kind of show when we have our meetings, like look at the different responses that we're getting from our events. So thank you. Anywhere on the page.
I think you can summarize it to gardens and mental health and study spaces.
Sorry, thank you. And if y'all wouldn't mind doing that going forward as well.
Chandler?
Moving on to me. My name is Chandler Haney. I'm the student license developmental service, and it's just as it sounds, helping students in any way, shape, or form. And I have to attend all the center meetings once a month, just like what we're in right now. And also, an issue that I want to tackle on is, I brought this up before to SGA, but I want to bring it up again. So we have like elevators, right? And once you get in the elevator, you jump in the elevator, and it smells like burning rubber, and it's like really hot, right? So if there's any way we can like fix that, because like, it just like, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant for like students, and definitely doesn't help anybody. It just affects them in a negative way. So I feel like we should like eliminate that smell, eliminate that heat, and I feel like we can make this place a better environment that way. So, and that should be it for me.
We can write that up on there. And to expand on that, I know that there were some concerns with that from other students yesterday. I think they had shut down the elevators for about 3 hours. So I know that is something that they're doing. They said it was overheating when I walked by. So that is something that we can definitely dig more into. But I know they are working on it. So yes, I like that. Jean-Michel?
Alright, hello everyone. My name is Jean-Michel, and it's extremely an honor to be here, like finally getting started to this organization, a proud organization that I've long waited to be here. I've been really imagining for days, like, what is it going to be like? And I was just counting the days and processing, like, hey, excited, but to keep it short, the position that I am on is the Senator at Large of the Academic Affair. And one of my main tasks is just to make sure like the students feel comfortable and try to meet any needs and suggestions that they present to us, like how can we make the campus better, or what's the suggestion, what issue have you had, stuff like that. Like to really keep in mind and digest, and then keep it in your notebook, and then stuff like that. I mean, I could go on, but I'll keep it short and give another chance for somebody else to speak. So
Let me really elaborate on that. When it comes to academic success, I think a lot of people limit it just to, which is what you were hitting on. A lot of people think of, financial aid, resources inside, but it's also other things, anything that leads to financial success. One of the things that we volunteer a lot once a month is the food pantry. Yeah, I forget what it's called. I call it the food pantry, but the market. the food market is a really great resource for students. You know, if you're hungry and sitting in class or you're not getting enough rest because you're worried about, you know, your money or whatever, there are other programs, and that is going to be part of that responsibility, is helping connect students to those resources. Yeah.
You don't need to write like a suggestion, like on the board.
Yes, and also bring up your suggestion.
Okay.
You can write it on the board and expand on it while I
Just
finish.
one or multiple.
You can write a few. I don't think there'll be a problem with that, Madam President.
No,
Yeah.
that's the reason why we're meeting, yeah.
Yeah, the more
Like
the
a
merrier.
pencil?
Yeah, it's on a pencil, anywhere on the paper.
But expanding on those resources and really bringing it to students' attention. There's a lot of students who didn't even know the market was there. There's other people that think that those resources are limited to specific students or specific people, and they're not. Those are our resources, and so it's good to get that information. And sometimes people are uncomfortable getting that information, so this is a way for us to make it more peer-to-peer and kind of help open those doors in a more comfortable environment. While he's writing those, I'm gonna go over to our Vice President, just to give him an opportunity to introduce himself.
Hey, hello everybody. I'm Dave Pratap Singh here. This is Dave, and I'm the Vice President. And whenever Celeste isn't there, I can take over the meetings, and I can also see over the Senate meetings when Patrick isn't there. And if you have any suggestions, you can bring them up to me, and I can deliver them to Celeste. That's all I have for now. And also, I have a suggestion regarding the student academic success. So I've seen a lot of bright students here, and most of them just want to go to UTA or I'm not looking down upon any university, but they're good and they deserve to. I don't know why they don't think about going to top tier universities. I was talking to a few students and they're like, yeah, that never appeared to me, and I think that didn't appear to them is because a lot of top tier universities don't really come here. UT Austin has never come here for a transfer fair or anything. So I just wanted to get that.
I absolutely agree. I think there is a big issue with limiting our academic success and what we think of ourselves, especially coming back to school. I myself struggled with it. I'm a 30-year-old veteran, so coming back to school, and no offense, people much younger than me, there's a noticeable difference in a lot of things, and I see that, and I think that's an absolutely fantastic point to bring up, and it's something that we should talk about more. I'd also like to add that I think I don't want this to be misinterpreted. When we say questions, comments, and concerns, it's not always negative. We are always looking for opportunities and ideas to help get students involved. So anything that you all think like, hey, we should have an event, or it's our job to get intercultural club or the I'm so sorry I messed up their name, student activities involved in getting those kind of things operational and moving forward. And when we don't have those resources, we go to Madam President, and she goes to Dr. Edwards or somebody, and they make those things happen. So there are channels. Our job is to make the flow of information quicker, smoother, and more accessible.
Okay.
Are there
If
any
you wouldn't mind
representatives?
writing that on the board.
Are there any representatives from any other clubs? Oh, perfect. What club?
Fight at the cover.
Nice.
I'm like the vice president of scholarship.
Well, fantastic. Well,
And I'm also a peer leader, a mentor, and a cultural, and also a member of ASO.
fantastic. Well, those are just a few of the clubs. I myself am a part of the Student Veterans Association, as well as the also PTK, and I'm also part of Pi Club and Communications Club, which is held here every Thursday or every Monday at 3 p.m. So hope to see some of you there for that. Is there any thoughts or things that you might want to bring up, and would you like to introduce yourselves?
Oh yeah, I'm Nomsa Cesaro, and I'm in a few clubs. I'm in the Intercultural Network Club, and I'm also in the Christian Student Ministries, and I'm also in PTK. I'm a member in PTK, and yeah, and I wanted to, I guess, I don't know if it's a concern, but well, it's not even, it's just like a suggestion. I know like at other universities and schools and stuff, you know, they have like meals. I know like they don't do meals, they're not big on meals here, but some students, some of them like work, and they might walk in there and then they come straight maybe from work, or they don't have time to like go back home and have something to eat. So it'd be good if we could, have like I don't know, some type of like
Readily available meals,
available
you know, cafeteria type stuff.
Yeah,
Besides the basic stuff they have at the
Yeah.
coffee shop on the other side of
Everyone asked me
campus.
about that. Like, I was sitting up here and like we were representing dance club, and people were like, "Where's the cafeteria? Where's the cafeteria?" I'm like, "Well, we don't have one anymore." I'm like, it kind of got demolished.
I don't know if that sounds like it's.
I have a quick question. Are they building one in the new buildings?
Madam President, that is a definite question for you.
To my knowledge, I'm unsure, but
Okay.
that's something that we can ask because we do have an upcoming meeting with one of our admin that has direct communication with our campus president. So we can bring that up. I know there's 2 buildings, right, that are getting built.
There's a cafeteria, there will be I won't call it a food court, but there will be more substantial food
Options.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you
than what
know?
we have.
I'm not sure if you know that information, like which ones they're considering, or if that's just in the air.
I'm not sure which ones they're considering, no,
Okay.
but I know that there will be.
Chick-fil-A.
Can I add one more thing to that? Do you know like a rough day, year, month when they might be close to being done?
Do you want to know the real answer?
Yes, please.
2027.
Oh, we were, 2026,
That's what I heard from the president.
yes.
Fantastic. So to give you some information on that, because we have it readily available. See
Okay.
the flow of information.
I'll be able to tell people like just wait till 2026.
Yeah. Do we know what semester? No, I'm kidding.
Bruh.
At least I don't, but
Yeah.
First 6 months, last 6 months. Come on.
I know.
Yeah, so 2026, not that long away. It's only a year. So we'll have that within the year. I like that. We'll have that within the year.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I guess another thing is they have a wellness center over there for any, like, you get either physical, like if you have like dealing with a physical health issue, but I don't think many people know they know about it.
I didn't even know about the testing center upstairs. I do agree there are, again, those are good ideas. What are we doing to promote and push that information to students? That is something that we can bring up to the senators at large to talk about it at later meetings. As we'll have a.
Thank you, sir.
You drop that on me now. We'll meet once every 2 weeks to talk in between the intermissions. And ma'am, did you have introduction and?
He's like, I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm there. Hi, my name's Naomi. It's my first semester here. I'm glad I came today. Thank you.
Welcome.
I just wanted to learn about everything that's offered, the people, in charge of what's being offered and stuff like that, and what's going on and what's being done and stuff. Other than that.
Nice. Well, we're glad to have you here, ma'am.
Hi guys, I'm Casey. I'm here representing Dance Club. I'm the vice president. One of the concerns I have, I work closely alongside Jeanette a lot of the times with student activities. I think one of the main issues that we were having was a lot of people were like, well, I never saw like your poster, I never saw your flyer. And I know we have limited, where we're like, it's very limited on where we're allowed to post things. So I was wondering like maybe if we can work with that a little bit more and see if we can, get posters in different places. I know that, like I said, like it's very limited. Also, another thing, a lot of people ask me like, where's the nurse's office? Like, is there even a nurse's office?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
see?
have a wellness center right there.
Yeah.
The nurses focus on
So I was wondering about that, and I have a lot of people like I also work in the dance department as well. So I know we have like a first aid kit and stuff like that over there, like in the NW06, I think that's what they call it now. But yeah, no, everything has been fine though. I work very close with Jeanette most of the time, just trying to get everything approved, and we've been working on a few different events that we want to have. We've had good turnouts, but some of them we've had
Not so good time.
yeah, not so good turnouts, but I think that this semester, I think everything will go a lot better, and maybe we can get our flyers posted in different places. Maybe even get like a poster, like one of those out there. I feel like if we had one of those going like for like a month in advance, that maybe we would have a better outcome for like the participation and whatnot. So
That has been something that has been brought up at previous Senate meetings, including the ones at Trinity with the multi-campus It has been an issue when we're talking about student engagement. So that is something that we can definitely try to bring up here. Yes, sir.
Kind of adding to that. So about the nurse's office, and all the other resources here. At Trinity River, my science teacher made us go on a scavenger hunt, and it had all the different resources around campus. Not maybe through the professors, but just in general, we could put together some sort of scavenger hunt, maybe offer some incentive or
I think they did something similar to that last year. I definitely thought it was a great turn. A lot of people running around. I definitely like that idea, and that's definitely something we could try to get reorganized for this semester. And that would give everybody an opportunity. Again, the importance of having the senators here. For those of you who might be in other clubs, letting them know that they need representation. This is a great way to get all of us involved in a collaborative effort of that capacity to help student government, and all those resources come together and make something awesome happen, where we give people that kind of information. Yes, sir.
Oh, I was just stretching.
Yeah, I had a question. So I noticed that in the past, the SGA they used to do like animal farming community events. So I'm wondering, like, is this something that's still gonna be like reignited? Do it like come back again in the near future?
That's something we can definitely talk about. I know we're always talking about in the executive officer meetings that we want to have more activities and more involvement and more stuff going on. The last thing we want the last thing we want is to minimize the amount of stuff we do, because everybody knows that that's part of the academic success. If you're not involved in campus things, you're not going to be involved in campus, and if you're not doing that, then it just feels like a job or an everyday, I have to go, and that's when grades start to slip, and we get the C's get degrees mentality, but A's get scholarships. Amen? No, I'm just kidding.
Amen.
I got you.
Put yours on the, if you don't mind.
Well, I think we definitely had some pretty productive information to pass around. I appreciate those who did show up. I apologize before.
Oh, no. I just wanted to add something that maybe I can give you guys an update on the next meeting. How she brought up about the posters and flyers. I completely understand that, because it has been a change. Because we have designated areas where we have to put the flyers. And I understand the reasoning why, because our president wants to have things organized and look a certain way. But there are some options that I'm thinking may be beneficial, which are to have flyers created, and how we have the monitors around campus. You could, possibly.
I know they do that at South Campus. That's definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so I will check on that, as well as you can go through graphics. We pay for graphics, so it would be something that will come out of your club funds. Because we have the displays around campus, and you can have them placed in there as well. That way it's not just limited to, I think we have 5 boards of the flyers that we print out. And, some of them are kind of just tucked away. Like there's one over here at the door where no one walks out of, because the instructions are there, right? And then there's like another one that's in a nook where the vending machines are. So you don't go to the vending machines and you don't know, you're not seeing those.
I think we need a new state-of-the-art one with graphics and all, and just call it the Wonder Wall.
Ooh.
Wonder what's going on.
Idea.
Yeah, right?
What's going on?
Wonder what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
He's
The
onto
Wonder Wall.
something. He's onto something.
I'm just saying, marketing, man. That's my goal.
Preaching.
I'm just saying, I'll bring that up to the president at our next meeting and see what we can do, what kind of ground we can. That's our legacy. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody and their thoughts and inputs. Madam President, do you have anything?
So hi, everyone. Thank you for making today possible. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all's feedback very much. I did want to add something about your comment about the posters. So our SGA, we do have an Instagram. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I'm not. I wish that we had like a dance club Instagram, but the reason why I brought it up, because a lot of people were like, I never saw the flyer, like what do you mean? I didn't even know it existed. But we do post like on our Mosaic and the TCC Northwest Dance. We do post on there, so I feel like a lot of people ignore it on the internet, but if they see it in person, then they'll be like, oh, okay, I might want to go see that, you know, or something like that. And the biggest thing like we get to like attract people is like free snacks. That's what
Yeah, that
really
always
gets
gets 'em.
people. Like that's what really gets them. I mean, like if we said free Chick-fil-A sandwiches, I mean, like everyone would be like, oh my gosh, let's gotta go. But yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm glad y'all have that platform. We also have it. We would like for y'all to also, if you want to, share those flyers so we can post it on our Instagram and
Okay.
Facebook. We have that. We also have a website, an official SJ website.
Oh, okay,
So
nice.
we're trying our best this semester to update our website with events that are current and moving forward, like in the future, and also with clubs and organizations. We're really trying for our Senate meetings to grow that relationship with y'all so that it's like it becomes frequent.
Yeah.
So
Definitely, I'll have to let them know. I'll let my president know and like my secretary and everything, and then I'll also let like my boss, Lucretia and Amy, I'll let them know about that too, because they'll definitely want to know what's going on too.
of course, I do have my email. It should be on that table. There's like a flyer that that's laminated. It has my email on the bottom.
I'll take a
So if you
picture.
want, get that, and you can email me. And again, anything related to dance or even stuff that you think of or that you see that you want students to be more aware of, because that's our mission, to like showcase, to basically help students navigate what's offered at TCC
Yes.
at Northwest. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Thank you.
of course,
Yeah, and to reiterate on that, again, the importance of these meetings is to get all of us involved. If we're not involved, it just goes again, the wonder wall can never happen. So, I appreciate everybody who's shown up here today. Thank you for your time. Some of you were not required to be here, so I greatly appreciate that as well.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing all of you at our next meetings. I now call this session to a close. I'm looking for a second.
I second that.
Looking for a third. Do I hear four? Thank you, everybody. You all have a wonderful day.